to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out, fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. He'll start this drive going to the air. Not out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. Turning it on! They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The give on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. On the run, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
quarterback keeps it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. Here comes the 2-point try. Gets it out quickly. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This one's complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down play from the gun. Dances away. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Just keep slinging it. Sure hands, it's Atkins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. Oh, what a cut! Got room at the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Welsh. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. You did a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
To do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buffaloes will put total under to crank us up. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Give from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Martin. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. BYU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry out.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass, it's Salter. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It'll be third and long. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off from the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Quarterback extends the play. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. BYU lines up quickly. On second and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. To throw, it's Hillstead. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And BYU will get the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. Rolling right and going deep. Looking to get it in.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Salter. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. BYU right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move and looking deep. Pulls it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. Here's the pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Finding open areas. Turning it on.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Cougar. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Welch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looking to scramble. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be... Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougar! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Welsh. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Salter. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Miller. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in this.
Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take
the fake spike, trying to catch the defense napping. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.